Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Electrician Simulator, which is on the PS5. So we'll jump straight in. All I've done is just knocked the audio down so we don't get copyrighted, and you can hear what I'm saying. Already I can see that some of the things on this screen are linked to Junkyard Simulator. So the oil can and that toolbox looks very familiar, so I'm guessing it's by the same team. So let's jump straight in. Do you want to start a new game? Yes, please. We can open our inventory by pressing triangle. Welcome home, kid. I mean, welcome to your house. You've managed to move out. Your mum and I are over the moon. Personally, I'm even more proud because you've decided to take over your old man's legacy. The exciting life of an electrician is ahead. Let me remind you quickly what this job is all about. So this is going to be, I guess, our tutorial. So, jobs and tasks. Unpack junk. Find VR goggles. Okay. So, top left corner is our current tasks and jobs. Let's go ahead and do that. At the top of the screen, you can see a compass. You will find important objects. For now, it will help you find the junk in your car. Okay, well, that is very helpful. Last but not least, your money and reputation. So we've got $200 pocket money. That's a good day. He's in a good mood. Each complete task will give you extra money and reputation. One day you will be a reputable, easy for me to say, electrician, just like your old man. We can only hope. So we have... I was going to say it looks like an odd house if it's got a workbench in there, but we're clearly in our garage. Unpack the junk from your car. R2 to interact. Okay, so rather than kind of picking it up and grabbing it, we just click on the button and that is taking the items out the back of the vehicle. We've got our VR goggles there. So we've got to go to the laptop and choose a company name. I pressed interact. There we go. So these are our different logos. Quite like the first one actually. The other one looks a bit... next step, enter your company name. Let's keep it simple. Sparky. Oops, Sparks. Flying. Very imaginative. There we go. A couple of logo choices. Pop in our company name. Off we go. So we've got an inbox, a shop, and an advertisement service. So we currently have, I was going to say no messages. So here's our first one. So it looks like we're going to be eased in by changing a light bulb. One of your most basic tasks will be changing light bulbs. Customers really don't like doing that themselves, and fixing switches. Today you will get a certificate that will allow you to perform these tasks. Just to remember to switch off the fuses before you start any electrical work. I think you can do that. Congratulations, here's your first virtual reality mission. Complete a few simple tasks to receive a certificate authorizing you to accept your first few electrical jobs. It's been accepted. I guess we then need to come out of the laptop. Put on the VR goggles. This is a bit of a unique approach. So I'm guessing this is going to be VR. This is how we receive our training. So rather than going out into the big wide world and messing with electrics, we're in a virtual environment. Okay, interesting. So, get certificate, collect the required items. We have one light bulb. We have one screwdriver. Replacing the light bulb. You'll often come across broken bulbs on your way. Just click on the light bulb to remove it. Sometimes clients will want bulbs in different colours. Just remove the working bulb and replace it with the one in the right colour. Don't think we need to. Light bulb. Okay. So we've interacted. We've taken the broken one out. And we'll cycle over to the so we've got to hold down R2 to interact. I was wondering why it's prompted me to do that. There we are. One beautiful light bulb. Okay, collect the required items, turn off the main fuse. So let's pick up the screwdriver. Fuse box. These are fuses. Fuses can be turned off and on. Remember, red means that it's on. Red means danger. That's why we use this colour. If you're struggling to identify where a fuse is connected, it's best to turn off the main fuse. Okay, so we don't want to poke around with the screwdriver. Let's turn. Okay, so we've turned off the main fuse. Repair the single switch. Repair the double switch. Okay, so we've turned off the electric. And now we are going to get a tutorial on light switch repair. So we've already turned off the main fuse. We're not going to get electrocuted. Press X on different parts of the switch to remove it. You can rotate the camera and zoom in and out. Try to remove the light switch. Then it's time for something harder. Wires will help me connect them to the right places for now. Just to pay attention to the electricity and light bulb icons and connect two phases into the right holes. Okay. So we can take off the faceplate by the looks of it. So let's zoom in so we can see what we're doing. So we're going to undo the screws to be able to get to the fuses behind it. Nope. Let's put them back in. Screw the bolt first. I thought I did. Okay, so we can rotate around as well. So I expect we connect the light to the light. Very technical. This one says it's electricity. Connect that to the electricity down here. And then we'll put this back together. So although there's two icons, it looks like we've only got two wires, so we only need to connect one of each. Just check in there. That looks like it's in order. Can then pop the faceplate back on. And rotate round. We want to zoom out a bit. Put that back in. Maybe we do need to want to zoom in because we've got a screw up there. So we can just click on that. And okay. So we've got no electricity there, so let's repeat that here. So was it? Okay, so let's switch this back on. I'll repair the single switch. So we've got to repair this one also. So double switches are very similar. Sometimes they'll be connected, sometimes not at all. And take that one off. Take that one off. And so we should have two wires, I believe, this time. It looks like we have a wire going to the wrong place. Let's zoom in. So we can just click on the action button for the screws. We don't need to hold that down. So we'll take that wire out because it looks like it's in the wrong place. So we've got a wire that says lamp. So we'll connect that to the lamp. Another wire that says lamp. And what do we have down here? Electricity. Okay, so that all looks like it is good to go. Put this back together. And I think we can... What are we missing? There's one there. Okay, so then once we've done that step, you can see that the rest of it turns green for us to be able to put this back. Up. We can then move on to, hopefully, if we zoom out a little bit, get the faceplate back on, screw that back in, switch is on, and then hopefully if we switch the fuse box back on over here, Switch that on. So I was just pausing to read the instructions. So then if we switch this one on, you got one light, two lights, and three. Beautiful. What a lovely snowy vista it is out there. So there we are. That is our initial tutorial done, albeit in VR. And we can go to the door to exit. And that's going to, by the looks of things, take us back to our cozy little home. And we've earned our first certificate. The certificate is proudly presented to Sparks Flying for placing electrical objects. So we're on our road with some XP for those various things that we did. It took us just under 9 minutes to do that. And we have leveled up. It looks like we're starting to get jobs into our laptop. So what I'll do is, before we end the video, we shall have a look at what else is possible around here. So very seasonal. We got our Christmas tree in there. Cable. Looks like we can add that to our inventory somewhere. Perhaps. Can we open that? So we got various different objects. Let's see what happens if we can go into the house. Okay. You are now entering your home. Maybe it doesn't have the best furnishings, but that's not an electrician's job, is it? Your home is a place where you can put your electrical devices to the test. Just buy something in the shop and use it here. That's not a terrible home at all. A lovely picture of a lightning strike. Not anything obvious here to interact with. You have a guitar to play. We can go into our bathroom. Nothing interactive there, no. You must be a vampire because we have absolutely no reflection. What else do we have? Don't seem to have a place to sleep. So we can't go outside just yet. I didn't see any stairs. So we got a bathroom. We got a bit of a workspace and a kitchenette. Nice place to sit. Don't know whether that is supposed to be a television actually rather than a picture. And our garage. There's another door here actually. So that just takes us into another work area. Got some delicious cookies there. Various Christmas themed things. So that's our initial kind of, let's have a look in here. Oh, we got a lamp. Add to inventory. I don't know. I wonder if you can sell these items. And we have a bulb. So I don't know whether we can place those into our home. Don't know whether that is part of the game progression is that you can kind of better furnish your home. Nothing in the wardrobe there. Anything in the fridge? No, can't open that. So, first impressions, yeah, pretty decent. The simulators are usually of a certain nature, aren't they? And that you'll be taken through the basic steps, do a couple of jobs, and progress through the different options. So let's have a quick look at our laptop. So we've got a controller battery dead, or buttery as they've said there. They put it in the controller. Okay, so we need to fix the controller. I'm sure we can do that. Darkness in the bathroom. It looks like the lights are going to need fixing there. So I'll wrap the video up there. I just wanted to jump in and see what it was all about. First impressions. Looks pretty decent. So we will pick up in another video with the next part of the job and create a bit of a mini series, and then I'll be able to give a more rounded opinion. If you've enjoyed the video, do please give it a thumbs up, and if you could hit that subscribe button, it does really massively help to grow the channel and get my content out there. Thank you very much for watching.